ਸਾਡੇ ਮਾਹਿਰ ਵਕੀਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਐਡਵੋਕੇਟ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਚਦੇਵ ਜੀ,
ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਬਾਰ ਐਸੋਸੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਚਦੇਵਾ ਜੀ।
ਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਚਦੇਵਾ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੜੇ ਹੀ ਫੇਮਸ ਵਕੀਲ ਨੇ।
वकील मनदीप सिंह सचदेवा के खिलाफ
secret to success in litigation?
Well, the first thing would be
So hello, my name is Raghav Sharma. I'm a second year law student at IIM Rohtak, and I had this wonderful opportunity to work under Advocate Mandeep Singh Sachdev. He regularly practices in Supreme Court of India and Punjab Haryana High Court, and he practices a lot in District Court of Jalandhar. And working under him has been a valuable experience for me. I learned a lot, so I thought why not share it on YouTube. And also I saw there are not many videos which showcase a day in life of a litigation lawyer in India, so I thought let me be the one. And yeah, in the end I would like to thank Advocate Mandeep Singh Sachdev for allowing me to make this video, and I hope you learn from it and enjoy it.
it was a pleasure, and it was so nice to be along with me and seeing all the hardships being done every day and new challenges which are being done every day.
So how a normal day in your life looks like?
Well, normal day, if I see my life on a working day like Monday, so it will start about 6:30 in the morning. After my daily chores, I would do a small exercise for 1 hour. Then I'll get ready, come to the office at 9 o'clock, interact with my clients for some time. The work starts at 10 and it continues non-stop till 4:30 in the evening.
Destined for greatness. Back in school days, I was known for my lateness. Always wanted more, wouldn't ever try to take less. Always been a real guy, never liked the fakeness.
Never liked the fakeness, always kept it real though. Back to back on the track with my little bro. Keep our heads high, but we work with our heads low. Destined for greatness, it was known from the get-go.
Known from the get-go, written in the stars. Pulling all the strings like we're playing on guitars. Put in all the work so we know it's really ours. And now we whip it round in matching cars.
Now we roll around in matching whips. If we wanna go abroad, we just pay for trips. But it's not by chance, ain't talking lucky dips. Just kind of.
And in between there's a lunch time.
एंड ड्यूरिंग लंच टाइम सर अपने जैसे अपने ऑफिस चल जाते हैं, बाकी हम सारे इंटर्न्स वगैरह एक कॉमन रूम होता है एडवोकेट्स का, वहाँ पे रहते हैं, तो मैंने बीच में सोचा ये करूँ मैं। तो ऑलराइट गाइस, तो अभी ब्रेक चल रही थी अभी, तो मैंने सोचा एक मेरे फ्रेंड का इंटरव्यू लेते हैं। तो दिस इज़ माय फ्रेंड वैभव गुप्ता। कौन से कॉलेज में पढ़ता है भाई?
मैं यार पढ़ता हूँ SLS पुणे से।
लेट्स गो भाई, क्या बात है। तो क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा तेरा सर के अंडर इंटर्नशिप करने का एंड लिटिगेशन का?
यार इंटर्नशिप करने के बाद बेसिकली जो एक चीज़ पता लगी वो ये है कि जो तुम्हें नॉलेज कॉलेज में बताते हैं, इम्पार्ट करते हैं, बुकिश नॉलेज है, उससे बहुत डिफरेंट है लिटिगेशन। मतलब जो टर्म्स तुम कॉलेज में यूज़ करते हो हार्डली मैंने देखी यहाँ पे यूज़ होती है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो यही है। दूसरा एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसेस की जो इंसाइट है वो सीखने को मिलता है। व्हेन यू गेट इनटू लिटिगेशन अंडर अ लॉयर एंड यू कम टू द कोर्ट, नॉट प्रैक्टिस बट कम टू द कोर्ट एंड गो थ्रू द प्रोसेस। सो एक्सपीरियंस ओवरऑल ठीक है, मेहनत वाला काम है। इट इज़ बोरिंग ऑल्सो एट टाइम्स, बट द थिंग इज यू गेट टू नो अ लॉट व्हेन यू प्रैक्टिस अंडर अ गुड लॉयर। दैट इज़ अ गुड थिंग दैट यू गेट while practicing under a lawyer and you while studying, because you get to know the difference between the litigant world and the academic world. Yes, that is the overall experience.
Good.
And in between there's a lunch time, arguments, evidences, trials.
Destined for greatness. Back in school days, I was known for my lateness. Always wanted more, wouldn't ever try to take less. Always been a real guy, never liked the fakeness.
And then I go home at about 5 o'clock, 4:45. I take a nap for half an hour, come back to the office at 5:45.
ऑलराइट, तो सर अभी फ्री हो गए कोर्ट से एंड काफ़ी टायरिंग डे था आज काफ़ी काम था। तो या अब मुझे 6 बजे तक अभी अपने घर गए हैं शायद से, एंड 6 बजे तक ऑफिस पहुँचेंगे, मैं भी ऑफिस पहुँचूँगा, एंड यस मैं आपको तब मिलता हूँ। ऑलराइट, देन अराउंड 6 मैं भी ऑफिस देख जाता हूँ, एंड यहाँ पे ऑफिस कितनी सारी फाइल्स हैं, एंड सर अपने अभी क्लाइंट्स से इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं, ये सारे सर के जूनियर्स हैं, एंड मैं मीन टाइम में फाइल पढ़ता हूँ सर लर्निंग जो होती है।
Come back to the office at 5:45. Then I'm here till 8:39 interacting with the clients. Then take my briefs home, study at night for the next day work. So day ends at about 12 o'clock at night.
So you work around like 12 hours a day, like?
Maybe more than that, because if you see that I start the work at 9 and I would finish off my work at about 11:30, 12 at night.
Very hard working day. Can you learn litigation through studies only?
Litigation, I would very frankly say the studies do play a role, but they are not absolute role, because it comes with experience. Hard work, of course. Because unless and until you are very thorough with the facts of the case, you will not be able to reach how the case would be made up. Because you have to cross-examine the witnesses, then you have to go all to the basic facts of the case. And yes, you should also know the law. So once studies are there, studies would help you to at least know the law.
Like, what are the skills which a law student can, equip oneself with?
Well, the first thing would be that the law student should be very hardworking. He should burn the midnight oil, that's for sure. And he should, let us come up with a brief. Let us say that you have to deal with the case of a murder maybe next day. First of all, you will have to go through the facts of the case. What are the facts? Then you have to really have an audience with your client to see what type of defense you have to take. And then ultimately you have to reach to that conclusion how you have to develop that case. So you have to be very thorough with the facts. You have to be thorough with the law. And because one small question in a case, criminal case at least, would lead you to losing the case, and that would virtually ruin you. So you have to really work hard. And then I tell you, it is very important to talk to the client, to know what the truth is, and then see what type of defense you have to take.
What type of challenges one faces when one is practicing litigation?
You see, there are basically two types of lawyers. Ones who are into, say, let us say, conveyancing and pleadings, and then the other who's into litigation, right? So litigation would be a much more harder job, because you have to be very apt with the latest legal laws, then the precedents, and then also the factual aspect of the case. And then you have to be very, very worldly wise also. You have to be, well, I won't say jack of all fields, but you should know all the fields, because you never know what type of question you have to ask, because you have to play with the psyche of a witness, and then of course the psyche of the accused also. So in those circumstances, well, litigation is always a very challenging job. You have to be very sure what type of questions you have to ask. I have seen young lawyers preparing the case for the whole night and then working hard on that. That is how it is. You see, if we have, like my office, you have been with me since morning. So whatever you have seen today is not even a single time I could sit on the table. The only time I could sit on the table was when it was a lunchtime for half an hour. Otherwise, at that time also there were clients who were asking questions from me. And of course in the evening. Now you can see you were waiting for me from 6 o'clock. Now we are having this interview at 8:30 at night.
Yes, sir.
So that is that is how you have to be. You have to be very professional. And then unless and until you are very thorough with the legal system, laws, what you are dealing with, then the factual aspect of the case, and then you have to really find what type of defense you have to take, how. Is it just a denial of everything, or you have to take a self-defense or something of this sort? So all these things would be dwelt with skills. Skills would be dwelt with time. And of course your hard work.
Alright, thanks a lot, sir. Now last question. So you have been practicing litigation in district courts of Jalandhar for the past 30 years, and I want to know, and a lot of people want to know, like, your success, your secret to success in litigation.
Well, the first thing would be hard work.
Hard work.
You have to be very, very punctual. That's the second aspect. Third, you have to have the timing of meeting your clients at odd hours also. You see, hard work pays you a lot, because then you'll have to sit in the office, you have to talk with them, you have to give up your world, which is basically there. Your family suffers. You should have a very good support system of the family, because they should understand that the family, the man, the lawyer in their family is really working hard. Then next is your studies at night. That burning of midnight oil. You have to go through the legal aspect. You have to study the file every day. Then you have to see the books, what type of defense it is. Well, I'll tell you, when I started my practice, my dad was only into civil law. So when I went into the criminal law, I'll tell you the secret of my success. Whenever some cases used to come to me for the purpose of trial, I, being a defense lawyer, would immediately go to the library, take out books on the similar facts where the precedents, like we call the precedents, right? So we'll bring out some judgments out of that and see which judgments are closer to the facts of my case, and then try to develop the case on the basis of that judgment. And gradually and slowly you gain experience, then you can always make up the new defenses. Of course, I don't remember a single day when I took a holiday out of just curiosity. I was always available in my office. Then it is punctuality. Because you see, if you have to argue a bail application at 10, you saw in the morning, 10 means 10. If you say you are late by 1 minute, the bail application, maybe even if it is not going against you, the court will adjourn it, and the client who is watching and waiting for you, he will immediately change the lawyer. Right, so that is second aspect. Punctuality is very much important. Then your timing in the office. Unless and until you are available in the office for meeting with your clients, you will not be as successful as a lawyer. Because you see, you have to be in the office, talk to them, ask them what is the psyche and what type of defense it is. And lastly, I would very frankly and categorically say that you will have to study law latest every day. Because our basic system is based on precedents, and precedents do change every few years. So you have to study every day to be apt on law. You have to be a learner every day. Even after 30 years of my professional life, I'm still a learner. I cannot say that I am an authority. I'm still a learner. I learn new things from every person around. Even just 5 minutes ago, one of my juniors, I had given him a small theorem, right? Let's say a small problem, you have to solve it. And what he told me was a new thing for me. So I learned it today. So never consider you are a master. Always be a learner. You will learn a lot.
So alright, this is the end of the video. I hope this video helped you a lot. And अगर कोई क्वेश्चन हो कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर पूछना, मैं अच्छे से आंसर करने की कोशिश करूँगा. एंड मैंने बस एक चीज़ कहनी थी कि जैसे कि सर ने बोला, सीक्रेट टू सक्सेस, लाइक इट्स वेरी सिंपल. हार्ड वर्क. मतलब कुछ इसमें इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं है. वी ऑल नो लाइक हार्ड वर्क करने से, मतलब हार्ड वर्क करोगे तो सक्सेस मिलेगी. बट वी ऑल ट्राई टू फाइंड अ सिंपलर वे, अ सीक्रेट, लाइक कुछ एक हैक सा मिल जाए टू सक्सेस के लिए. तो जितना मैंने सर को देखा है पूरा, उनके साथ डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में रहकर, हाई कोर्ट में जाकर, एंड पूरा महीना मैं इंटर्नशिप करता था उनके साथ. मतलब मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम मैं 10 to 1 तक रहता था, बट कुछ दिन में पूरा दिन रहता था. तो इट्स जस्ट सिंपल हार्ड वर्क. पूरा दिन, वीक के 6 days इन अ वीक, मंडे टू थर्सडे एंड सैटरडे डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट एंड फ्राइडे को हाई कोर्ट. तो हर दिन सुबह 9 बजे से लेकर शाम के 9 बजे तक सब बाहर रहते हैं, ऑफिस एंड कोर्ट्स में, एंड देन घर जाकर भी स्टडीज, जैसा अभी इंटरव्यू में बोला. तो इट्स जस्ट इनक्रेडिबल हार्ड वर्क. तो इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट. एंड आई होप दिस video helped you a lot, and subscribe to see more of these kind of videos, and don't forget to like this video. This would help me a lot.